Because Bridgerton Season 3 has been highly anticipated since Season 2 premiered in 2022, it is no surprise that audiences have rushed to binge the first part of the series to see what happens between Penelope Featherington and her longtime crush, Colin Bridgerton. Hopefully, Bridgerton fans were not disappointed by what they saw. Bridgerton Season 3, Part 1 sees Penelope's newfound drive to get a husband, her complicated relationship with Colin after his harsh words last season, Eloise's unexpected friendship after her and Penelope's falling out, and above all, the ton's struggle to find out Lady Whistledown's identity. As always, Bridgerton Season 3 offered several different storylines in its first 6 episodes. Although Penelope and Colin took center stage, as Colin offers to help Penelope find a husband, and as a result, realizes his own feelings for her, other characters their own dramas as well. Eloise and Cressida Cooper form an unlikely friendship, Francesca enters her first courting season and meets someone who may be her match, while the Mondrich family enjoys the luxury of their brand new title. However, what truly matters is how everyone's story ends. For some, their fates are much better than others. Does Penelope accept Colin's marriage proposal? Penelope becomes engaged to Colin, despite her Lady Whistledown doubts. One of the biggest rifts to affect Bridgerton Season 3 is Penelope's identity as Lady Whistledown. Although her gossip column has long been a passion of hers, it is a major obstacle in terms of her relationship with Colin because of how she has portrayed the Bridgertons in her writing over the last few seasons. Penelope accepts Colin's marriage proposal, and at first, seems dedicated to leaving Lady Whistledown behind. Though it clearly pains her to put her writings away, she loves Colin too much to risk ruining their newfound love. However, her opinion quickly changes when Cressida Cooper manages to write a rival issue of Whistledown, sweeping Penelope's legacy under the rug. That same night, with Eloise's encouragement, Penelope writes her own issue of Whistledown, and as expected, is found out by Colin. In this way, her and Colin's relationship comes to a screeching halt and cliffhanger, despite her best intentions. How Colin and Penelope's carriage scene compares to the book. The carriage scene has a new context. Luke Newton as Colin Bridgerton in Bridgerton Season 3 trailer image via Netflix. Among fans of Julia Quinn's romance novels, there is one scene in Bridgerton Season 3 that everyone is waiting for, the carriage scene. And though it is just as steamy as it appears in the book, there is a very significant change to the moment. In Julia Quinn's book, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, Colin sees Penelope get into an unhired carriage and decides to follow her for her safety. By doing this, he ends up discovering that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. The two bicker, as Colin is worried for Pen's reputation, however the arguing eventually turns into a passionate make-out session. In Bridgerton Season 3, this scene's context is much different. Colin follows Penelope into her carriage, but it's because she ran out of a ball after Colin ruined her chances of being engaged to Lord Debling, not because of Lady Whistledown. Seeing her emotions, Colin demands to be led into Pen's carriage and they argue. Once again, this turns into a revelation of Colin's feelings, and the two have an intimate carriage ride. Despite this massive context change, one detail notably stayed the same. At the end of the ride, Colin says, "Are you going to marry me, or not?"